My dear students, today we are going to discuss about the topic empiricism again in this class. In the previous class we discussed this topic, the empiricism, the origin of the theory of the origin of knowledge. But some of you requested me to explain this topic again. Let us discuss today. Before we start the discussion about this topic, empiricism, let us remember something about rationalism. Empiricism si nedringayda empiricism ki Locke ki empiricism asi nedringayda akoina ahanbada hanna nainakiba rationalism du koina kitang khangminaba chumra haina khali. I think it is better to review the previous topic of rationalism. Rationalism and empiricism will always go together. Rationalism siga empiricism siga nisi matam na the punna saminagani. We may say that rationalism and empiricism are the foundation of philosophy. Uneasy philosophy foundation in the. According to the rationalist, what we know is that rationalist philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Descartes, all knowledge is derived from reason or intellect. Equally, knowledge kudimaksi knowledge dagi knowledge kudimaksi reason dagi intellect dagi lakpani. Reason or intellect is the main source of valid knowledge. According to rationalism, what we learn this from rationalism, and according to Descartes, what we find is that man is born with innate ideas. We even a problem that innate ideas. The innate ideas are implanted by God. When a man is born, means in a polokanda, innate ideas in me mind. Innate ideas are implanted in the mind by God at the time of birth. Pok matam sida equinum innate ideas in see God na hapak pani hybrid rationalism na rationalism the mainly Descartes na equator. Hi. Housing equina empiricism da nenegaduridi kenoibu. Empiricism da kone nenegadurisi. Empiricism je tasing namakti masi rationalism ki mayokta lakpa theory amakani. As a matter of fact, empiricism is a theory which is a reaction against rationalism. According to empiricism, now here what we find is that all our knowledge is derived from sense experience. Must contrary, pura contradiction. Rationalist na hailibana all our knowledge is derived from intellect or reason. Aduga empiricism na wahayisina kay harigebu. All our knowledge is derived from sense experience. Sense experience is the only source of knowledge. This is the main concept of empiricist. John Locke revolted against Cartesian rationalism. You know the Cartesian rationalism. According to Descartes, what we know is that innate ideas are the basis of our true knowledge. Innate ideas are implanted by God when a man is born. Innate ideas in si mean poroko matamda God na aikogi mind da hapak pani haidana haibasi Cartesian rationalism Descartes na pibani. Aduga innate idea is karino. What is innate idea? Haikanda. Innate idea is a self-evident truth. Mama sama topda atopana atopagi evidence sangraba. Mama sana masaba chumi is a praman tozeramba. Tozeraba dumba makhalki truth makakne. Innate ideas. Aduna Locke revolted against this Cartesian rationalism and propounded the doctrine of empiricism in his well-known treatise, Essay Concerning Human Understanding. Essay Concerning Human Understanding is a premise, a well-known famous treatise of John Locke. And in this essay, mainly John Locke discussed about empiricism. Aikoina muksu masida aikoina masigi matang sida John Locke ki empiricism matang se nainu matam sida aikoina class amada aikoina nainu bada masi kitang sangani. Aduna let us divide into portions. Let us divide this into two classes. Aikoina class ani ka khaidoksi ahanba class na aikoina refutation of innate ideas. Saigi Descartes ki magi innate idea ki concept se madubu refute tobodo aduna ahanba sarukama. Aduga anisuba sarutana after refuting there will be the establishment of the empiricism by John Locke. John Locke na magi empiricism ki theory is established tawpado madu aikoina means aikoina sarukani thona khaido kan aduna aikoina han bari nagadori ba Descartes kainogi John Locke ki Descartes ki Cartesian rationalism ki mayokta mana argument krapiri Descartes ne kari hai ge samtang yengse. Descartes established the theory of innate ideas. We all know this. He taught that human child is born with such innate ideas. Such innate ideas are self-evident truth. I know just a few minutes ago I have mentioned, you may remember. Descartes thinks that a correct knowledge of the world is obtained by mathematical deduction of truths from self-evident principles. Assuming innate ideas in Descartes, these are self-evident ideas self-evident truths and self-evident principles. From these self-evident innate ideas and self-evident principles, our knowledge is developed, our knowledge is obtained. The knowledge of this world is obtained. Asum haina Descartes na akhoi piba. Akhoi world se leba knowledge mayam jing je masi innate idea and khangrib self-evident truth se masi dagi derive torak pani masi dagi phang pani ana man hai. Adubu akhoi na hojik John Locke ki matang lak matam study. When we come to the philosophy of John Locke, what we find is that extreme criticism against the theory of innate ideas, innatism. Innatism ki concept se masigi the mayong to yam changna equal criticism to se thingare. John Locke criticizes his doctrine of innate ideas and a mathematical deduction of knowledge. And what we have seen is that John Locke ne ugi basi magi Descartes de ugi basi mathematical truths mayam sidagi mana masina magi philosophical theories in the money apply to basi Descartes ne tawe adu mana swai to the mathematical deduction of knowledge masi John Locke ne yade. John Locke flatly denies the mathematical deduction of knowledge. Now it has discussed some arguments of refuting the innate ideas by John Locke. According to John Locke, no man is born with innate ideas. Mana hai John Locke na hai sa hanbada. Mi amata akhoi gi innate ideas ki loi polok pamta na tes. Mana when mamai thina kini mi gi mind si a blank slate ni, nothing is written upon it. Masi manung da karim te evil it is a blank hide na haiba thina kini poko matam da aduna mana ahanba argument sida kari palike wo Locke na according to Locke no man is born with innate ideas. If there were innate ideas leram matho adu itaragadi they should be equally present in all minds. This is a very important line. This is very much important. These innate ideas should be equally present in all minds if they were there, if they were in the minds, if they were implanted by God in our minds. So God ki idea lai. Idea of God must be present in all minds. The idea of causality must be present in all minds. Adubu say children are not conscious of the ideas of causality. The children are not conscious of the idea of God, the idea of infinity. The savages are not conscious of the idea of causality, idea of infinity, idea of soul, etc. Amata moida masi idea sinaiti kui udi. Adu God na akhoi innate idea si mind the pok pada hapak pani haiba tare kadi. Akhoi kudimaki mind da makoi kudimaki mind da loina makti equally present oira moidra sin. Question ji. All these ideas must be present equally present in all the minds if they were implanted in the mind by God or if there were innate ideas. Innate ideas leiram taragadi masi khudimak se chap manana present oiramadawne. But the idea of God, the idea of causality, idea of infinity, etc. are not present in the mind of all the people. Say, the idiots are not conscious of the causality, the idea of causality. Present noiti sab manana. Aduna Descartes na piriba innate ideas in si aikogi mind da pok matam da lunarik pani haibase masi Locke na yade. Aduna Locke na kariana haige pumage anba argument da no man is born with innate ideas haibase. Kanona Locke na aikogi da piri. Secondly, in his second argument, Locke pointed out that if there were really innate ideas in the mind, they would be same in all the minds. Nasai na ahanbaduna equally must be equally present in all minds. Howzik haribana would be same in all the minds. The idea of God say, not an idea of soul, an idea of causality, infinity. Masi kadogebu, all these ideas must be same in all the minds. Mind kudum se loina mana negadamne. The idea of God must be same in all the minds. But we find differences. We see many differences. I ko na kena ma amuri. Che kudum ina harakanda. David Hume did not believe in the existence of God. David Hume denies the existence of God. God exists with a we exist. We think and we accept. We believe that God exists. But David Hume denied that God does not exist. God is my God. And again, in the context of the Indian philosophy, let us see, Buddhism and Jainism do not mention anything about the existence of God. God ki existence laise masiya de palam de. Now you must have seen from the school of Sarvaka in Indian philosophy. Indian philosophy ki Sarvaka ki philosophy is the uneba. Sarvaka is when atheist ka way. Sarvaka is a school which does not believe in the existence of God. Therefore, those belong to the Sarvaka schools of philosophy are known as atheists. But the Sarvaka school that belong to the atheists. Aduna the idea of God see me could look in mind. Sub manana de. God implant or poitaragadi. These innate ideas are implanted by God, then it should be equally present in all the minds and all the ideas must be same. All the ideas must have the same ideas. Mind could there is no any different opinion. There must not be any different opinions about the innate ideas of God. Sagi innate idea, God ki innate ideas they could not mind. But we find here differences regarding the innate ideas. Adagi among I quote the universality over say universality of an idea does not prove its innateness. Innateness some way the see universality or the Namaduna with innateness the proof to not there. Say idea the earth moves around the sun. This is an universal statement. Even though it is an universal statement, it is not an innate idea. It is not implanted by God when we were born. How we get this knowledge? We collect from our experiences. Experience we collect over Aduna, I quote the universality of an idea does not prove its innateness. Universality of the idea is innateness proved out. Lastly, the last argument of John Locke in connection with the refutation of the innate ideas is that the so-called innate principles are general truth. I call general principles nena hiding iba innate principles nena since was general truth nothing is. What is general truths then? The general truths are the generalization from particular facts of experiences. Particular facts from those particular facts, from the death of those people, we come to a conclusion that all men are mortal. Must universal truth never, but this is not an innate idea. This is the idea, this is a notion we collect from the particular experiences. Particular experience we must collect over them. Adunadi, I quite a kangi medicate give I quite innate principles ni haiba. Innate principles ni hayam could you say all those or the so-called innate principles or the so-called a priori rational principles of the rationalists are really derived from sense experience. According to the innate principle, innate idea, all these innate ideas, all innate principles are derived from our experiences. This is the argument what we find from the refutation of innate ideas of Cartesian rationalism given by John Locke. For today, let us finish here.